here's all you need to know about Orion Drift's new update. This update, the Mainframe update. So the first major thing you'll see with the new update is how they've now got this Mainframe area. And if you just go ahead and put your heart ball in this blue, whatever you want to call it, this thing eventually pops up. Now, as you can tell, if you put your hand over it, it tells you what the item is. And to get said item, you would need this new currency, hypercubes, if I'm not wrong. But to earn hypercubes, you need to go and do challenges. Let me explain. So what I mean by challenges is everybody's levels would have reset, which means you would have had to do all of these challenges again, from registering your heart ball to, you know, grabbing the fuel can. But one of the another major things about the update to get the hypercubes is to complete challenges. As you can tell, if you get bronze on this one, you get 100, and then obviously it's 5 for silver and 5 for gold. But don't worry, you don't have to get gold to get 5, silver to get 5, and then bronze to get 100. If you get gold, you get all of them. So for example, if you got gold on this one, you would have got 110 hypercubes. Now, another thing with the new update with the quest lineup is, as you can tell, it tells you the times with the amount of hypercubes you get. It tells you your best time, but it also now has a friends leaderboard. It has the top times as well, so you can see who's really the best, and you can also see who's the best out of your friends. Now, back to the Mainframe. With the Mainframe, as I just explained how to get the currency, what you would now have to do is you would have to get the right shape and match it. So to get this one, you need 100 hypercubes. At the minute, I'm broke, but that doesn't matter. You just grab it as you would normally. Shut up. And then you would put it in there, and then you would now own the baseball bat. And all you have to do is go to your avatar changer thingy, and it would just be on the back station. As you can tell, I've paid a little bit too much for this update, okay? But anyways, then another thing is you can change what trees you want. So for example, this one's free play, where you can get loads of different heart balls. For example, a ping pong ball or a bouncy ball, and it even goes to the new Z drift ball. And then you've got PvP upgrades, which is just a bunch of new weapons and back items. As you can tell, I'm already up there with that sword because I've got it right here. But yeah, and then lastly, there's the sports upgrade, which is a bunch of new sports items like the baseball bat, as I mentioned earlier. Now, the other thing is the Mainframe goes anywhere and everywhere. For example, you could just wander into Spark Supplies and you've gone through the Mainframe to Spark Supplies. Another place it will go, if you go left, you just exit out into here. You can go back up where you came from, obviously, as I showed earlier. You can go this way to find not only a quest board, but yet another way out into more of the Driftball district. Now, you might be thinking, Bakey, why are there only 3? Surely that will make it too crowded. But don't worry, Orion Drift has got you, and they've added multiple levels. The first one has 3, the second one has 3, and the bottom one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And obviously you can't go any from here. But some people don't know about this update is, yes, you could go out here, but you can get free items for a day. So as you can tell here, you've got the hockey stick. Here you've got the fencing sword, aka the rapier. I think that's how you say it. You can try out the ping pong ball, and you can also try out the cricket bat, as well as having your own little kiosk quest thing. And now the most obvious thing you'll see about this update is that the main 3v3 arena has disappeared. Not completely, because obviously you can still tell it's here, but now this is what you would call, I don't know what you call it, I would just call it the arena, where you can try out your new weapons and items on other players or friends or whatever. Another thing you'll notice is with everybody's level resetting, and you have to do all of these levels and get your levels back up, I'm already level 70. Leave me alone. But yeah, as you can tell, you can now get Driftium from completing certain challenges. But that's about everything with the Mainframe. But now, let's go and talk about how Scrap Run has evolved. If you come to Scrap Run, you'll notice it's had a massive update once again. But now, instead of going down the zip wire things, you just drop down. Drop all the way down. Until you eventually land into the new game mode of Scrap Run. Now I don't know if it'll let me in, but we're just gonna go through and. But yeah, this is how you now start it. Instead of clicking the switch, you have to have somebody sit on this red box. For the scrappers, there's a blue one over there. But yeah, this is how you start the game now. Just gotta wait a little bit. Another kiosk down here to track new weekly challenge quests, where you can get Scrap Run quests. As you can tell, I've played a little bit of Scrap Run. But yeah, you get the weekly parkour ones, and yeah, you get weekly dribble ones as well. Next and the final thing I'm going to talk about in this video is the new game mode, Z-Drift. As you can see, there is 3 arenas, one there, and one behind this massive pillar. Now Z-Drift is a bit glitchy now, and sometimes the Z-balls don't actually spawn in. But Z-Drift, honestly, I don't mind it, but I think I got way too overhyped and everybody got way too excited for something that's half decent at least. Let me give you a brief rundown on what the Z-Drift is. Z-Drift is basically 4v4 but in low gravity. Now, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's not like low gravity, it's 0 gravity. If I go into the arena, it is a bit far. I don't understand why, but yeah. This is basically Orion Drift's make of Echo VR, but as you can tell, the ball did not spawn in because this is a bit glitchy at the minute. But if Orion Drift hasn't fixed this problem, I will make a video on how to find the Z-ball because I know how to. But just let me know if you want that. But yeah, as you can tell, Z-Drift, it's complete 0 gravity. You just have to bounce off things with obviously the Z-Drift ball, which will be in your hand and you can just throw it. And the ball is also in no gravity. But yeah, you can go up to high speeds without the ball. But when you get to with the ball, I'm pretty sure you can only go about 4.5 ms. And it doesn't matter if you've got speed before grabbing the ball, it will just reset your speed to 0. But yeah, that's Z-Drift basically. And there is another glitch I know with Z-Drift that me myself has experienced myself. But whenever I get into towards the Z-Drift, my speed will just go all the way down to 0 and I won't be able to move unless I grab onto something. So for example, I would just be stuck in the air like this and I'd have to grab onto a wall to move. And that is not fixable unless you go away from Z-Drift. Like the glitch say would start here and you won't be able to get out of it until you pass the bit where you started going 0 ms. So yeah, overall I think another Axiom really did cook with this update. New currency to get new rewards such as this sword right here, new obviously hyper tree, new Scrap Run, and a new game mode Z-Drift. Another Axiom is actually kind of cooking, guys. But yeah, that's about everything with this update. Let me know if you want to know how to get the Z-Drift ball from being unglitched, and let me know if you want a Scrap Run video. Anyway, please do consider giving me a follow because I am trying to make it as possibly a shooting star one day, and I wouldn't be able to do that without your guys' help. So yeah, everyone, thank you again for the love and support, but let me know what you think about the new Orion Drift update. Peace.